this day, we have gathered here to listen to these defendants speak their perspective on this case. To begin, I would like to thank the jury for dedication and time that they will be putting in to these upcoming testimonies. Please take these testimonies and evidence into deep consideration before making a final conclusion. Thank you to those who have come here today to support and listen to the trial. Please stay seated and keep your peace. Mr. Gilmer, I'd like you to start.
Thanks, Your Honor. All right, what happened the day of the 21st, sir?
Well, I know that Mr. Bob Ewell came running down to my office, and I had just gotten there, but he was crying and hooping and hollering that somebody had taken advantage of his Mayella. So we got in the car and we drove over there as fast as we could.
All right. What had happened? Like, what was going on when you were at the scene?
Well, I showed up on the scene, and I found Mayella Ewell on the ground. She had been beaten real bad.
Okay, thank you, sir. That's all.
Atticus, do you have any questions?
Your Honor, I'd like to ask some questions. Hector, did anyone try to call a doctor?
Well, no, we saw she was beaten badly.
No doctor, and why is that?
I guess I didn't think it would be an issue, or I should.
Still no doctor? Did anyone try to call for medical help?
I mean, when you say it like that, looking back on it, maybe we should have.
Atticus, he's answered the question 3 times already. Leave the man alone.
I just wanted to make sure no one was there to medically help the young girl. Sheriff, please describe her injuries for me.
Well, like I said, she had been beaten pretty badly. I noticed lots of bruising around the right side of her face.
And how did you know?
How did I know what? How did I know that she had been beaten? Well, her daddy told me so, I guess.
Can't you remember, Sheriff?
Well, I didn't see it happen, but I do remember her daddy fixing to tell me multiple times that young Tom had done this to her and taken advantage of her even.
Sheriff, you said that she was beaten. What side of her face?
Well, she was beaten on the left side of her face.
Wait, Sheriff, left facing you?
Oh, no, you're, darn tune, I guess you're right. It was the right side of her face, because, yeah, I was looking at her, and to me, it was the left. But, yeah, you're right. It was her right. I know that for certain.
That's all, Sheriff. Thank you.
Mr. Bob Ewell, may you please come to the witness stand?
Mr. Robert Ewell, are you the father of Mayella Ewell?
Well, her mom is dead. If I ain't there, there's nothing I can do, can I?
Robert, are you the father of Mayella Ewell?
Yes, sir.
Is this the first time in the courtroom? I don't recall ever seeing you here. Well, in my courtroom, I don't take any foolery. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor. Are you the father of Mayella Ewell?
Yes, sir.
What happened at the scene?
I was coming back from the woods until I heard my daughter do something awful. I sprinted as fast as I could. I had a clear view from the window, and I saw the black boy on top of my girl.
There has been a request for all children and women to be cleared. For this time being, it will be denied.
All right, like you said, the window had a clear view of the entire room, correct?
Yes, sir.
All right, so the defendant was having sexual intercourse with your daughter, correct, sir?
Yes, sir.
That's all. Thank you, sir.
What up, sir? I still need to ask some questions. You did a lot of running that night, didn't you?
Yes,
you ran
sir.
to tape, you ran to Mayella. Did you perchance run to a doctor?
No, sir.
Why not? Were you not concerned with her condition at all?
I don't need a doctor to tell me that my daughter was beat up.
Mr. Ewell, can you read and write?
Yes, sir.
Objection! What does this have to do with anything?
Judge, please.
Don't disappoint. Make sure to see your point. Go on, Atticus.
Objection! What does this have to do with anything? Judge, please.
Make sure we see your point. Don't disappoint.
Bob Ewell, can you write your name on this here paper? Clearly, so the jury can see.
but I don't know what. Oh no, no.
That's all on my part, Mr. Ewell. Thank you.
Mayella Violet Ewell, please come and rise to the witness stand.
Mayella, what were you doing that day? Let's call the 21st.
On the front porch, doing nothing.
Tell us what happened.
What was that? Him! I don't want him doing me like Pa, taking advantage of him, making him out to be left-handed.
Mayella, how old are you?
19.
Mr. French doesn't want to scare you, but if he does, I'm here to stop him. You're a big girl. I want you to just sit up with your shoulders back and answer the questions, please.
Go on.
Wait.
And then?
Well, I said, come here and bust up the shift rope for me. I got a nickel for ya. I went inside to grab the nickel, and before I knew it, he was on me. He had me around the neck, and I was screaming. He hit me again and again. I hollered as loud as I could. I can't remember too well, but I remember Papa yelling at me, and then Mr. Hectate washed me off.
Thank you, Mayella. That's all. I expect the big bad Mr. Finch to ask you some questions.
Well, Mayella, I won't try to scare you for a while. Let's just get started. You're 19, right?
Yeah, said to the judge down yonder.
Apologies, Mayella. I'm getting old here, and I may ask some questions you've already answered. She'll answer them for me.
Do I say something?
Apologies, Mayella. I'm getting old, and I might ask some questions you've already answered. She'll answer them for me, right?
Not if you keep mocking me.
Ma'am?
Not as long as you keep making fun of me. I don't have to take your sass.
What's the matter with you? Mr. French ain't trying to mock you.
As long as you keep making fun of me, calling me Miss Mayella and ma'am, I don't have to take his sass.
That's just how he is. He's not mocking you. He's been like that the entire time that he's been working in the sport room.
How many siblings do you have?
7. I'm the oldest.
And how does your father provide for you and your family?
No, sometimes we get relief checks.
That's enough for all 7 of you?
No, the checks aren't that big. And sometimes after Papa gets the checks, he goes down to the swamp for a few days. He usually comes back sick.
Do you think he uses the money to buy liquor?
I don't know, maybe.
When the weather turns cold, how does your family buy clothes and shoes?
Well, the weather isn't usually that cold, but if it is, we make shoes out of old strips from old tires.
How do you get water?
From a well at the bottom of the dump.
Doesn't seem very clean. You're 19, right? You must have friends. Who are your friends?
Don't have none. You making fun of me again, Mr. Finch?
Do you love your father?
Yeah, he does tolerable, except when...
Except when what?
Nothing, he's tolerable.
Except when he's drinking? Do you love your father?
He does tolerable, except when...
Except what?
Nothing, he does tolerable.
Except when he's drinking? Has your father ever touched you? By that, I mean beat you?
He never took a hair on my head.
Alright then, let's get back to the case. Was Tom Robinson well known to you?
No, I never met him, but he passed by the house every day.
Has he ever come inside the fence?
No,
Was that the first time you let him in the fence?
I not, never.
Do you recollect him hitting you in the eye?
I mean, I don't recollect if he... wait, he did.
Was that last sentence your own answer?
Yes.
Do you remember him hitting you in the eye?
I don't recollect if he... wait, yeah, he hit me.
Was that last sentence your own answer?
Yeah, he hit me. I don't know, though. It all just happened so quickly.
Oh, Mayella, don't cry.
We got time, Judge. Let her cry. Mayella, will you identify the man who took advantage of you, hit you, and raped you?
That and down yonder, Robinson.
Tom, stand. Let Miss Mayella have a good long look at you. Is this the man?
I don't know how he done it, but I know he did.
Let's consider this carefully.
Objection! Your Honor, Mr. Finch is browbeating the witness.
Oh, just sit down. He isn't browbeating the witness. More like the witness is browbeating him.
Mayella, you testified that Tom hit you and grabbed you by the throat.
Want me to tell you something that didn't happen?
Then why didn't the other children hear you? Dump's close in the forest, isn't it? Did you scream first at your father instead of Tom Robinson? Is that it? Why don't you tell the truth, child? Did Bob Ewell beat you?
One question at a time, Atticus.
I got something to say. I got something to say that ain't gonna say no more. That man down yonder took advantage of me, and if you find Fancy Jones to nothing. And you're a madman and Miss Mayella and don't come to nothing, Mr. Finch. Poor Mayella.
All right. It's time we all take 10 minutes. All right, Atticus, how many do you have left?
Just one, Judge.
Okay, bailiff, call him up. Tom Robinson, please come to the witness stand.
Tom, can you catch this tennis ball for me? What happened to your left hand?
Got caught in a cotton gin when I was about 12 years old, sir.
And how old are you?
25, sir.
Are you married? Do you have children? How many?
Yes, I have 3 children.
Have you ever been to jail before, Tom?
Once for 30 days for disorderly conduct. A man tried to fight me. I had to serve pause because I couldn't pay the fine. Other pet fellow paid his.
Were you acquainted with Miss Mayella Violet Ewell?
Yes, sir. I saw her each time I passed their house after going to and from Miss Cynthia's fields.
Did you pick the cotton in November?
No, sir. I worked in his yard in the fall and winter time. I worked pretty steady for him. Year round, he's got a lot of pecan and trees and things.
You said you go to the Ewells to get to and from work. Is there any other way to go?
No, sir. None I know of.
And when did... Then, Tom, did you ever speak to Mayella?
Why, yes, sir. I tip my hat when I go by. And one day, she asked me to come inside the fence and bust up a shift row for her.
When did she ask you to chop up the shift row?
Mr. Finch, it was way last spring. I remember it because it was chopping time, and I had my hoe with me. I said I didn't have nothing but this hoe. But she said she had a hatchet. She gave me that hatchet, and I broke the shift row. She said, I reckon I'll have to give you a nickel, wouldn't I? And I said, no, ma'am, there ain't no change. Then I went home. Mr. Finch, that was way last spring, way over a year ago.
Did you ever go again after that?
Yes, sir, plenty of time. She would always ask me to do small favors, and I didn't ask her for anything.
And what happened the night of the 21st last year, sir?
I was passing the property around dusk per usual. Miss Mayella was on the porch. Like she said, she asked me to go inside to help her with something. Fix the door with, she said, the hinges were falling off of. I took a closer look, and they seemed to be working just fine. It was so quiet, none of the children were running around, and I had asked her where they had gone. She was laughing. Sort of, she says they all gone to get ice cream. She says, took us last year to save us 7 nickels. But I done it. They all gone to town.
Go on.
I told her that it was very nice of her to treat them to something like that. I had said that I must get going, since it was about sundown. And she told me one last thing, to get on top of a chair down yonder, and to grab a gift box on top of the shift row.
Not the one you busted up, right?
No, sir. The tallest one in the room right as I was about to grab the box. She grabbed me around the legs and she scared me so bad. I hopped down and flipped the chair over.
And then, just wanted to tell the truth, Tom. Tell me the truth.
Answer the question.
I got off of that chair and she sort of jumped on me, well, hugged me around the waist, then she kissed me. She asked me to kiss her back and I told her to let me go and I had to push her. I didn't want to harm her at all, but Mr. Yield then hollered at her out the window.
And what did he say?
It's not fit for the children to hear.
Just say it. You must tell the jury what you said.
He said, "Your goddamn war, I'll kill you." I ran as fast as I could. I didn't harm her or rape her in any way. I thought of pushing her off as hard I could, but I didn't want things to get ugly.
Did Bob say anything to you?
No, sir.
And why'd you run?
I was scared.
Why?
Because if you were someone like me, Mr. Finch, you would be scared too.
So what? You were given 30 days for disorderly conduct, correct?
Yes, he beat me, Mr. Comer.
Robinson, you're pretty good at busting out the ship ropes with one hand, correct?
I reckon so.
Strong enough to choke a woman and slam her to the floor?
I ain't never done that before, sir. I guess I'm strong enough to.
Had your eye on her for a long time, haven't you, boy? Been doing polite things and passing by the house. That's it?
I guess I felt bad for you, sir.
You? Felt bad for her?
No, sir.
Did you bust out that ship rope on the night of the 21st?
No, sir.
Do you deny that you went to the house?
No, sir. She said she had something for me to do inside the house.
She says she asked you to bust up that shift room. Is that correct?
No, sir. It ain't.
You say she's lying, boy?
I don't say she's lying, Mr. Gilmer. I say she's mistaken her mind.
She says she went inside the house to get a nickel. Is that correct?
She must be mistaken her mind, sir.
She says you turn around and you jumped her.
She's mistaken her mind, sir.
She says you ran up behind her, grabbed her around the neck. Is that right, sir?
No, she's mistaken her mind.
She says that you threw her on the floor, choked her, and took complete advantage of her. Is that
No,
right?
sir.
Are you suggesting that the story that Mayella Yule told is completely incorrect?
I said she was mistaken her mind, sir.
All right, then, boy. Gentlemen, I urge you to reflect on the solid evidence that we have all presented to you today and the weight that lies on your shoulders. The testimony we all heard from Mayella was compelling and showed the young, innocent woman that she truly is. Remember that she is a complete victim in this scenario. The evidence that was presented to us today was personal, deep. With bruises and scratches, Mayella steadily stood in front of us all to talk about the difficult and traumatic experiences she went through. You have the power to choose justice over fear and truth over falsehood. Your decision does not only affect the fate of one man, but our entire community as a whole.